Welcome back, adventurers, to Let's Play Baldur's Gate. Last we left off, we were on our way back to the inn to retrieve some crossbow bolts for Fuller here at the barracks.
Not a problem.
So let's head back to Winthrop. And then I believe we have to give Hull's sword back to him, back at the gate, and then finally give the antidote to Dreppen so that his cow Nessa can get better again. Because she's not been feeling too well lately. And then I believe after that we will finally be departing Candlekeep with Gorion on whatever journey is planned for us. He hasn't revealed much about this journey, only that we will need to depart soon.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
This will be the last time I believe we will actually be talking to Winthrop. Now we can get rid of some of the items we have here. I believe we'll keep one of the daggers. Now what I need are some crossbow bolts, which are just down here. Corals of I believe that's meant to say of, not or. Quarrels of bolts are the ammunition fired by the crossbows regardless of the weapon's size. Statistics: 1d8 damage, damage type missile piercing, doesn't weigh anything at all, and it fires from the crossbow. Like the arrows, the quivers come in packs of 20. We only need one of these to give back to Fuller, as he only needs 20 crossbow bolts.
Not a problem.
So now with our items in hand, we can now complete our errands for Fuller and get whatever he decides to pay us. Hopefully it's something good. Otherwise it's probably just going to be a small handful of gold, which is usually the case. Not really much else to do here in Candlekeep. It's pretty quiet, but then again, what can you expect from a citadel of sorts being filled with scholarly monks and, well, enough said on that. Anyway, here you are, you little money grubber. Put a few gold pieces in your purse. Well, we got 50 experience and 10 gold. Fuller gave me a lousy 10 gold for running his errands. I bet I get at least 15 for being an errand runner in Baldur's Gate. If only. If only.
Not a problem.
Now, we should probably head back to Hull, but first let's talk to this watcher to see if, no, he doesn't appear to say anything new at this point.
I should have joined the army.
So Winthrop has been dealing with a caravan shortage. Which is not good. Yeah, the Sword Coast is not a friendly place. There are a few, I believe there are a few kingdoms scattered here and there, but no major settlements other than, well, the ones on the Sword Coast. Took you sweet time, didn't you? Gorion's a fool for trying to bring you up, and you can tell him I said so too. If I didn't know any better, I'd say this whole iron crisis is a result of twerps like you wandering off with people's swords. Here's 10 gold pieces. Now get out of here, I'm on duty. 10 gold. Thank you very much, Hull. Hull gave me 10 gold pieces for bringing him his own dumb sword. I should have charged him extra for the tongue lashing he gave me, though. Well, at least Dreppen will be a bit more polite towards us when we finally give him back the item that he needs. Though I doubt that I doubt he is going to pay us in gold. Probably needs what he can to keep his cows going. But I do believe that we are sufficiently equipped to deal with the
I should have joined the army.
road ahead. This watcher has absolutely nothing to say.
What do you need?
And there's Drippin. Heh, you're a wonder you are. Stick with me and we'll go far. Okay, stick with me and we'll probably never leave the walls of Candlekeep, would we? Good thing you ain't wearing none of that metal armor, though, as I hear the bandits out there would just as soon as kill you as look at you to get it off your back. I just hope this whole Iron Crisis business is wrapped up soon. We gained 50 experience. Well, I found that potion for Drippin's cow. I just hope it's what he thinks it is and not a potion of fire breath or something. Well, it's definitely an antidote. Now we have 345 experience. And 103 gold. I believe that is everything. That is all the errands we need to do here in Candlekeep. And as I was saying before, we do have everything we need, so I believe the time has finally come to head back into the inner grounds and speak with our foster father Gorion. And then it is fare thee well, Candlekeep. There is the inner grounds marked by the sigil of Candlekeep.
Hey, it's me, Imoen.
And it's Imoen, who is our childhood friend, who has lived in Candlekeep about as long as we have, if memory serves. And apparently she's been doing chores for Winthrop, while I do chores for Gorion. And she wants me to tell her a story, but we don't have the time. I'm afraid I cannot chat today, little one. My foster father wishes me to prepare for a journey, but will not say to where. And Imoen just reiterates what I just mentioned. She is, remember that the narrator said that our entire 20 years of life in Candlekeep. Imoen is roughly about that age. And she really, really wants to go with us. Alright, I get the message. I'll ask if you can go with us. Well, fairly well, Imoen. Actually, there's no need to talk to Tethrall again. Instead, let us head to the steps of the Candlekeep Library, and there is our foster father Gorion.
Oh, my child, I am glad I have found you.
This is very unnerving, I know, but you must trust me. It is important that you pack your possessions so that we may leave Candlekeep immediately. Hurry, for there is no time to tarry. The keep is well protected, but not invulnerable. Please, father, tell me where we will be going. Alas, I cannot, for I have not truly decided yet. All that is certain is that we will be far safer on the move. Perhaps the woods might offer some secluded security, or perhaps the city of Baldur's Gate might offer cover amidst its teeming throngs of people. I do not know where we shall end up, but I have a few friends here and there. I will think on this. What could possibly harm us here? This place is a fortress, and guarded beyond measure. That is very true. Candlekeep is indeed a formidable obstacle for ne'er-do-wells, but is not insurmountable. No matter how thick the mesh, at least one mosquito always finds its way through. No, my child, we must leave as soon as possible, for our safety and for that of our friends is here. Gorion is correct on this matter. After all, we already counted 2 would-be ne'er-do-wells, Karbosh and Shank. So, As powerful as Candlekeep security is, it is not infallible. What should I bring with me on this journey? If you would give me some clue as to what I will need. My dear child, you should know yourself well enough to purchase the gear you need. I have given you what I can spare, so hurry off to the inn and speak with Winthrop. Let me pronounce that again. So hurry off to the inn and speak with Winthrop. Use your skills as a reference, and buy what basics you must, though spend wisely. His prices are fair, but you may not have enough gold to purchase all that you would want. I believe that is all we can talk to him on this matter, so the only thing left is to say, I'm ready to go right now.
Listen carefully. If we ever become separated, it is imperative that you make your way to the Friendly Arm Inn. There you will meet Khalid and Jahira. They have long been my friends, and you can trust them. Let's hurry, child. The night can only get worse, so we must find shelter soon. Don't worry. I will explain everything as soon as there is time. Wait, there is something wrong. We are in an ambush.
You're
Prepare
perceptive
yourself.
for an old man. You know why I'm here. Hand over your ward and no one will be hurt. If you resist, it shall be a waste of your life.
You're a fool if you believe I would trust your benevolence. Step aside and you and your lackeys will be unhurt.
I'm sorry that you feel that way, old man.
Run, child. Get out of here.
You too good!
The dawn is especially cruel this morning. You awake with the realization that you have not been living some horrible dream. Ambushed, you saw Gorion cut down before your eyes, and even his powerful magic could not stop the onslaught. It was his wish that you flee, but that does not remove the feeling of helplessness that now overwhelms you. Hand over your ward, the armored fiend had said. He was after you and you alone, but why? If only Gorion had given some clue. But now you are alone and lost. Candlekeep is near, but you will find no quarter there. The readers pay for their serenity with rather draconian entry rules, and without Gorion's influence, their doors will remain closed. You will not last long on your own with your meager equipment. Perhaps you can get some help from the friends Gorion mentioned, the ones at the Friendly Arm.
Hey, it's me, Imoen.
Well, adventurers, I have no words for what just transpired. As you all saw, under the cover of darkness, we tried to make our escape from Candlekeep, but were ambushed by the very people that sought our demise, the very people that sent the assassins Shank and Karbos to kill us. We managed to escape, but unfortunately, Gorion's powerful magics were not enough to defeat the mysterious armored figure that eventually took his life. And our friend Imoen has joined us. And clearly she saw what happened. Apparently she knew something might have happened to us on our journey. But how could you have known? Gorion did not even tell me. And she reveals that she accidentally read a letter on his desk that, which she denied earlier, but now she admits he did indeed read the letter. And he might still have it with him, he might still be carrying it. But she's going to stick with us until we say otherwise, so we gain 2 gold, and now Imowen is in our party. And she has 2 quivers of arrows, a short bow, 3 potions of healing, and 2 other items. Another potion. This is an oil of speed. This oil increases the movement and combat capabilities of the imbiber by 100%. Thus, a movement rate of 9 becomes 18, and a character normally able to attack once in a round attacks twice. This does not reduce spell casting time, however. The duration of the effect is 5 turns. We're probably going to need that. And I believe we might take one of the potions of healing. We'll leave the other 2 with Imowen, just in case. This is an interesting item. It's a wand of magic missiles. When activated, the wand will eject a missile of magical energy that darts forth and unerringly strikes its target. This includes enemies, creatures in a melee. Or in melee, I should say. The target creature must be seen or otherwise detected to be hit. However, so near total concealment, such as the kind offered by arrow slits, can render the spell ineffective. Against a creature, the missile will inflict 1d4 plus 1 points of damage. So basically this casts one magic missile, which is the basic mage spell, which deals 1d4 plus 1 damage every single time. And it has a range of 100 feet, and it only hits 1 creature. And anyone can use a wand of magic missile. And we're actually going to give it to Imowen. And as you can see, like me, she is a thief. And there are her stats. She is 9 strength, 18 dexterity, 16 constitution, 17 intelligence, 11 wisdom, and 16 charisma. And she can actually attack twice. She gets 2 rounds of attacks, whereas we get 1. And she has a law of 10 due to her intelligence. So apparently she's actually been doing a lot more studying at Candlekeep than we have. At least she's in our party. And I'm just going to drop a quick save here. Let's get the wonderful music back. And up there is where Gorion met his unfortunate end. So we will need to head up there. And before we do, I'm going to ready my bow.
Stand ready.
Just in case.
Not a problem.
So now we are alone. And as the narrator mentioned, Candlekeep is now closed to us. Because, if you'll remember, the draconian entry rules, stating that any traveller wanting to head into Candlekeep must present a unique tome that is worth at least 10,000 gold pieces, and also happens to be a book that isn't currently being kept in the library of Candlekeep, which is a very steep price indeed. And there is Gorion's body. He had 58 gold, a dagger, which was his only physical weapon, despite his magics, and a scroll. A letter that he was carrying with him. Maybe this might shed some insight into our current predicament. My friend Gorion, please forgive the abruptness with which I now write, but time is short and there is much to be done. What we have long feared may soon come to pass, though not in the manner foretold, and certainly not in the proper time frame. As we both know, Forecasting these events has proved increasingly difficult, leaving little option other than a leap of faith. We have done what we can for those in thy care, but the time nears when we must step back and let matters take what course they will. We have perhaps been a touch too sheltering at this point. Despite my desire to remain neutral in this matter, I could not in good conscience let events proceed without some measure of warning. The other side will move very soon, and I urge thee to leave Candlekeep this very night if possible. The darkness may seem equally threatening, but a moving target is much harder to hit, regardless of how sparse the cover. A fighting chance is all that can be asked for at this point. Should anything go awry, do not hesitate to seek aid from travelers along the way. I do not need to remind thee that it is a dangerous land even without our current concerns, and a party is stronger than an individual in all respects. Should additional assistance be required, I understand that Jahira and Khalid are currently at the Friendly Arm Inn. They know little of what is past, but they are ever thy friends, and will no doubt help us however they can. Luck be with us all. I'm getting too old for this. Unfortunately, this warning appears to be rather moot at this point, because the other side in question clearly anticipated our intentions. Here is some more gold here, and an item that we cannot use, which is a morning star, which is a wooden shaft topped with a metal head made up of a spiked iron sheath. Morning stars have an overall length of about 4 feet. Some such weapons have a round oval or cylindrical shaped head studded with spikes, extending from most morning star heads, regardless of the design, is a long point for thrusting. Deals 2d4 crushing damage, has a weight of 12, speed factor of 7, is a spiked weapon, is one-handed, and thieves can't use them. So we're not actually going to take it with us. There's another item over here, which is scroll. Another scroll. This one is Horror of the Necromancy School of Magic. Level 2 spell, range of 25 yards, duration 10 rounds, casting time 2, area of effect 30-foot cube, saving throw negative. All enemies within the area of effect when the spell is cast must save versus spells or flee in terror. Certain creatures are immune to the effects of fear, including all undead, because undead never feel any fear whatsoever. And I should probably have a look at Emmerwin's background, which we can do right here. When asked about her past, Emmerwin slaps your shoulder playfully. She says that you of all people should know, seeing as how you grew up together. Indeed, some of your fondest memories of meeting this sprightly young lass. She apparently came to Candlekeep much as you did, although 10 years later in life, and she spent much more time with the gruff Winthrop than Gorion. Puffguts, she would call him, much to the old innkeep's dismay. She seems the eternal child, and is quite content to play the part of little sister, though you are both of comparative ages. You can tell by a hearty smile that she will always be willing to travel with you, no matter what path you take. This is true. Now, normally, depending on what your alignment and your reputation are, there, I should explain reputation. Our current reputation is 11, which is average, so nothing will really be done. But if we do things that increase our reputation, and depending on whether we have various good aligned parties in our either lawful or good aligned party members, the higher our reputation is, the happier they will be. If we have, of course we can have evil characters, but they will be very unhappy if our reputation goes high, because strong reputation is only for goody two-shoes in the eyes of evil types. If your reputation actually becomes low and rather notorious, they will actually start sending bounty hunters and guards after you to try and deal with you, because you are clearly a notorious threat. But of course, evil party members will of course be happy with you if your reputation is below 10. And then there are neutral types. Neutrals, they actually prefer if your reputation is neither high nor low. Now, if your reputation is too high, evil characters will break away from your party, and if your reputation is too low, good characters will break away from your party. The exception to this is Imowen, who is a neutral good. Despite, as her biography says, she is the only character that will not break with you, should you be a ruthlessly tyrannical evil character, because she will stick with you to the bitterest end, no matter how good or how evil you are. And most people don't like Imowen as a companion for the party, but I'm going to take her with us, because she's actually a very, very good thief. Next to myself, of course. So, we've learned what we can from Gorion, but we have just a moment of silence to mourn his passing. Rest in peace, Gorion. And that is all we can do at this point, so I'm going to save here. And when we return, adventurers, we shall leave Gorion behind us and continue onwards to the Friendly Arm Inn in search of Gorion's companions, Khalid and Jahira. As always, until next we meet, adventurers.